Good job, Lake Bell.
This is heads. This is tails.
In the game of life,
Heads.
We got tails.
Go, boys!
if parents love anything,
There you go, Michael.
it's cheering for their kids.
Hey, Santiago, go, go, go.
But cheering on game day is one thing.
Down there, Lucas.
Coaching every day, that's another.
Oh, that was a good kick.
Down there, Lucas, help out.
Greg Vandegrift, the reporter, is also Greg Vandegrift, the father of 4 boys. Meet my 5-year-old Minnesota twins, Joel and Jacob. There's also 13-year-old Colin, and the soccer player's 10-year-old Nathan. I don't know about you, but every Father's Day, I naturally second-guess myself wondering, how am I doing raising 4 boys?
Good one. That's my daughter Mara. Pretty good goalie, isn't she? Mara is 10 years old, and she gets very embarrassed when I hug her. My other daughter, Hannah, is 14 and a defender on her traveling soccer team. Raising boys may not be exactly the same as raising girls, but just like Greg and most dads, I want to be the best father that I can be. So what do children say they want and need most from their fathers? Well, the answers may surprise you.
Well, definitely love, probably just love and protection.
When I want things, I go to my dad because he's more willing to give money and stuff like that.
As for these soccer pops,
I love being a dad.
Dating scares me a lot. I've told both of them they can't date till they're 38.
they think the most important thing dads can provide for their daughters is emotional support.
Letting them know that you're there all the time for them, no matter what.
Try to give them a positive mental attitude, give them encouragement around home.
But daughters and dads agree, at times the old man can be clueless.
Well, sometimes they don't know all of the hard things that girls go through, obviously.
The young adolescent mind throws me for a loop.
They don't know exactly what it's like being a girl. They know, because they didn't grow up being girls.
Still, these dads score big with their little girls.
I think he's a great dad, and he's always there for me.
He's a good dad, yeah.
Is he a super dad?
He's a super dad.
Like daughters, sons cheer for their dads too.
He's already a really good person.
He always takes the time to do stuff with me when he's doing something else.
Of course, they also offer advice.
When we're playing catch, don't throw me and hit me in the head.
I didn't. It bounced off the top of his glove.
But in all seriousness,
Move around, Matt.
dads know their struggles.
Making enough time, I guess.
And their challenges include protecting their sons.
I think the outside pressures with other kids.
I think it's just trying to get them to a good moral compass.
Ultimately, it's anything but a game.
Probably making sure you're doing it right. I mean, you figure you get one shot at it.
I think overall, more dads are making conscious choices to be there for their sons.
Neil Tift, a national parenting expert and father of a son and 2 daughters, says the single most important thing fathers can do for sons is be there.
That he then just realizes that he is the most important man in his life.
Tiff says dads need to sincerely connect with their sons, and he's drawn up a very practical game plan. Everyday tips to help fathers connect with sons. Among his 20 tips, he says create daily rituals like reading and helping with homework. Include him in household chores. Insist on respect for girls and women, and instill healthy moral principles like a strong work ethic and shape spiritual development. Tift also says schedule one-on-one times, but enjoy the spontaneous times and catch him doing something good. Recognize his strengths.
One of the most important things that men will say is, I wanted the approval of my father. If my dad was proud of me, if my dad said I did a good job, boy, I could go for weeks, I could go for months, I could die today knowing that my dad was proud of me.
But Tiff says fathers benefit from sons too, and recalls a recent day where he and his son sat through 3 canceled flights.
When I said, well, that was really a frustrating waste, and Zach said, no, I got to spend the whole afternoon with my pop. He's 29, and he's still teaching me stuff.
We have some unique things to offer our daughters. Joe Kelly is the father of identical twins and the executive director of an organization called Dads and Daughters. I'm of the opinion that there is no human relationship in the world that can't get better. To improve relationships with daughters, Kelly suggests the following tips for fathers. First and foremost, listen, take them seriously, and pay attention. Can you name her 3 best friends? If you can't, then you're not paying attention. Celebrate her achievements, whatever they may be. Encourage her to be bold, to try new things, and to take risks. Start playing catch with her when she's young. Physically active girls are less likely to smoke, do drugs, or get pregnant. Help make the world a better place for your daughter by opposing the media's sexualization of young girls.
Imagine that's my daughter in that pornographic pose, selling blue jeans to 10-year-olds in a teen magazine. And and then do a gut check. If I'm pissed off, then I should do something about it.
And finally, same as with sons here, dads need to spend time with their daughters because there's no substitute for actually being there.
On this Father's Day, as dads strive to be better dads,
Greg and I both look back fondly on our childhoods and the way that our dads raised us.
and we both try to follow in the footsteps of examples who are no longer here to guide us.
Oh, there's that big bird.
Gene Vandegrift met just one of my boys. To the rest, only home video offers a glimpse of my advisor, protector, and friend.
I'm going to play golf.
I can only hope my boys meet my dad through the way I raised them.
My father didn't talk much about being a parent. He was too busy playing with me and my brothers. The same way, years later, he played with his grandchildren. What are you trying to teach me there? I give up. Do more than your share, and be kind. That's what Pete Daly taught me. Lessons I like to believe my daughters someday will teach their own children. But someday can wait for now.
That was great. It was a good game. It was a lot of fun.
If Father's Day teaches anything, it's to cherish the ones we have for the time we have them.
Mark Daly
and Greg Vandegrift, KARE 11 News.